Hi, today I've got the story The Light in the Night, and it is written by Voigt. Betty loved the night time, for with the night came the most magical stories. Like the one about Cosmo, the bear who was afraid of the dark. Betty was just thinking how much she wished she could tell Cosmo that there was no need to be afraid. When? Pop! He appeared. "Cosmo!" cried Betty. "I'm so glad you're here. I've been waiting to make you feel better about the dark." "You see," said Betty, "we need the dark to see the light and to see beautiful shadows. And we need the dark to see the moon. And oh, what's that?" "I think it wants to show us something," said Betty, and she followed the dancing light, holding tight to Cosmo's hand. The light was twisting and turning, leading them deeper and deeper into the wood, until they arrived at a cave. "Well, I certainly can't go in there," said Cosmo. "Don't worry," said Betty. "I'll be right beside you. Your hand in mine, we can do it together." The light led them on into the cave and all the way into an inky lake where a boat was waiting for them. But the deeper they went into the cave, the darker it became. "Oh, bother," whispered Cosmo. "Let's turn round." But Betty knew she had to be brave. Taking a deep breath, she turned off her lantern. And all around them appeared the most magical universe of twinkling lights. It felt like the safest place could possibly be. When they eventually made their way out of the cave, Cosmo noticed that Betty looked worried. "Betty," he whispered, "what's wrong?" "I don't know where the way home is," said Betty. "Don't worry," Cosmo replied. "I'm right here beside you. Your hand in mine, we can do this together." And together they danced back through the woods, all while singing, "Our hearts are shining bright, we'll light up the night." Back at Betty's house, they saw that their shadows were standing proud and tall. "It looks like we were both much braver than we thought," said Betty. Over hot chocolate, they talked about how they had conquered the night, and they felt like glowing inside so strong. They were sure it could light up the darkest dark. When the time came to say goodbye, Betty gave Cosmo her lantern and said, "Here, so you'll always remember the light in your heart." And with a hug, he was gone. The next morning, Betty wondered if it had all just been a dream. But when she opened her book, she knew that it hadn't.